Batman the Killing Joke. Could it be the best DC movie of the year? Well, seems likely. But we're going to be doing a quick trailer review breakdown of this film, which is actually going to be coming to certain movie theaters for one day. So definitely check your local listings. And then shortly afterward, we're going to get the Blu-ray, which I will definitely be picking up. And joining me to do this breakdown, he's been here before. He'll be here again. He's here right now. He is not darkness or the night, but he certainly has a black heart. Hail Zeon.
I also got some fairly dark skin. Oh.
Fairly dark. You're definitely not the darkest guy in our group.
Oh, well, no, of course not. Isn't that like Quinn?
I would guess so. No, actually, it would be. Do you count Clayton? It would be Clayton, because Clayton's probably gonna watch this. So
yeah,
Clayton is pretty damn dark. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to this now. Before we do it, I wanted to ask you, Mark Hamill, Kevin Conroy, returning Batman: The Killing Joke. It's almost like a dream come true. I didn't think we were gonna get this. I really didn't.
Yeah, like I'm super excited because I love the Killing Joke graphic novel. We were talking about this a little bit earlier. You know, I love that graphic novel. Fucking fantastic. Alan Moore was great. Even though Alan Moore hates that comic and that he wrote it, it's still, I think it's a phenomenal comic. And Mark Hamill stated in the past, like, if he was ever going to come back to do the Joker one last time, it would be the Killing Joke. And here we are. It's the Killing Joke. And honestly, if this is their last performance together, this is the perfect way to end it. Like, honestly, like, if we never got a single Conroy or Hamill voiced Batman and Joker, I'd be fine, because this is the perfect swan song for these two actors.
I kind of agree, especially with the story, because The Killing Joke is a personal story. And I did do a video with Donovan Morgan Grant on this channel on Geek the Movie Talks playlist, so go check that out, where we broke down the comic. We broke down like the canonicity of it and how weird that is, and kind of the inspiration behind it. So definitely check that out for more information. Let's go ahead and hit play on this thing here. And rock and roll, strut and stroll.
God, it's R-rated. That's so weird.
I know. Well, I mean, the comic is very...
I know, but like... I mean, it's violent, but I didn't think it was violent enough to warrant an R rating, because I know, what was it, the Dark Knight Returns movie, that was super, like, I mean, like, it gets fairly graphic. I mean, Joker slices a guy's throat with, like, a busted coffee mug. Blood everywhere, and it's like, that was PG-13, so I'm really shocked that this got an R.
Well, I'm guessing it's because of the Barbara Gordon stuff. That's my
guess. The
guess.
Barbara Gordon stuff is probably what tips it over into the R-rated.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's becoming the new thing now since Deadpool. Oh, by the way, folks, we are going to be pausing this as we go through and analyzing. So here we have Batman showing up at Arkham.
Yeah, this is like the very opening of the graphic novel, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Now, what do you think about the animation? There's been some criticisms here. It doesn't look quite like the animated series.
No. They're trying to, like, because the graphic novel was super detailed 80s artwork, and they were like, you just can't do that in 2D animation. You can't do that, like, with fluid animation. So yeah,
they with Studio Ghibli?
No, not even them, because it was a very specific, hyper detailed art style, and you can't really translate that to 2D animation very well. And yeah, I understand why it looks the way it does. It's just taking out the details from that artwork just kind of makes it look flat and boring. That's like my biggest criticism so far from these trailers.
Yeah, that's one. Well, we'll see how it looks, but it is not going to look as good as the book. I mean, just can't.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What was it? Batman Year One had the same problem.
Yeah, it did. Now, this scene, of course, if you watch the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight movies, there is the scene with the interrogation, which was inspired from this scene from the original graphic novel. I feel like this movie could actually be kind of like the 3-hour cut of Watchmen, and that it might actually end up being a frame-by-frame retelling. I mean, how do you feel about that?
I'm fine with that. Like I said, The Dark Knight Returns was basically a frame-by-frame retelling. This actually, I know it's not going to be frame-by-frame, because I know for a fact they're adding in a whole bunch of Barbara Gordon stuff that wasn't in the comic.
How do you feel about that?
I'm totally fine with it. I mean, the comic was fairly short, and if they want to expand more on her, showing her as Batgirl first, and then like showing, because I know like there's like the scene of her in the hospital, and like adding those two scenes, I don't think hurts the story at all. You know, I mean, it was a fairly briskly paced comic, so adding those sequences isn't really gonna like hurt the pacing.
Yeah, it's probably going to make us sympathize more with Barbara Gordon,
Yeah,
especially
like it really
those who.
humanizes her character and really connects the audience with her if you're not familiar with the character already.
Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like we haven't seen. It's actually kind of smart because we haven't seen Batgirl in any major Batman like film or anything since like the Batman and Robin movie with Alicia Silverstone, who was hot as fuck back then, by the way. But
Uh,
I feel like a lot of we're talking about
the
the
one character
casuals.
the one person in that movie who didn't fucking have bat nipples who should have.
Yeah, she should have, bro. 'Cause she has a great rack. But dude, like. I think the casuals, the ones who have not read the Killing Joke graphic novel, the ones that just watch Batman movies for fun, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think they need to be told a little bit more about the real Batgirl, you know. So that's
Right.
why
I
they're
mean, I
doing
feel like with the Arkham games and the animated series, there'll be enough people who know who she is. But yeah, definitely for certain audiences, you're gonna want to like introduce her.
it. That's right. The Arkham games do have a huge influence. There we go.
I want to talk.
Yeah, I'm digging the comic panel transitions they're doing.
Me too, me too. And Kevin Conroy sounds a little bit different, but not so different to where it's jarring.
Yeah, I mean he's getting up in the years though. I mean he's like what, around 70 or so.
He looked pretty. He looked in very good shape when I saw him at MegaCon. So he might be 70, but then again, bro, William Shatner's like 85, bro. He looks like he's like 55.
Right.
So these celebrities drink blood and sacrifice chickens and shit. So that's probably why they fucking live forever.
Thinking about you and me.
You
About
say
how
that in
this
a
is
year
going-
where we've lost like 5 celebrities.
Yeah, I shouldn't say that. Oh, it's been a bad year. It hasn't been 5. It's been like 100.
Right.
Dude, we lost Kimbo Slice, bro.
Right, yeah. Like fucking Prince and everyone else.
David
Prince
Bowie.
Prince who was attached to the Batman franchise.
Yes.
Ah.
Batman '89 soundtrack.
And
Yep.
Now here we have the amusement park scene, and there we have a shot of Barbara Gordon as Batgirl. Looking
See,
good,
like,
by the way.
like, yeah, I'm about to say, I love like this image right here, just this still frame. Like the animation looks really good in some places.
Yes, it does.
It's real. It's mostly just Batman. I don't like the way he looks.
He looks too thin. Is that what you think it is?
I don't know. There's just something about like just the proportions. That's just the way they drew him. I ain't digging it. I love the way they've rendered Batgirl though.
Yeah.
about who will end up killing who.
I love that shot right there.
Yeah,
yo.
that's a great shot.
That
And I also
spear.
really I love the way the Joker looks in this.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that here.
Perhaps you'll kill me.
Yeah, I think he looks more sinister than ever before as far as animated. He looked pretty fucked up in the old animated series, but there's obviously going to be guns in this. It's not going to be like the '90s Spider-Man where they replaced all the guns with lasers. We're going to see actual real-life firearms in this because it's R-rated.
Yeah, did you ever see the PG-13 cut of the Batman Beyond movie?
Oh, what the fucked up one?
Yeah, where
That's the one
like
that's all
Tim Drake
fucked
shoots Joker in the chest.
Yeah, he kills him.
Yeah, just dead as shit.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's yeah. I saw that.
That was a really sinister Joker take on the character as well.
Yeah,
God
well,
damn.
we've been hearing that the Suicide Squad portrayal from Jared Leto's pretty sinister too. I have been hearing that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like honestly, as much as I hated Batman v Superman, I'm not holding that against Suicide Squad. It's a completely different movie, completely different director. Let's see if they can salvage this.
Yeah, and Batfleck it makes a cameo, so maybe we'll go
Yeah,
see it.
and he was great. Batfleck was great. I mean, well, Ben Affleck in the bat suit, his acting talent, that was great. All the words that came out of his mouth and all of his actions were terrible.
That's why I can't wait for the solo Batman movie he's going to be directing. Because I think the one the DCU who knows when the hell it's gonna come out, but I think that'll be a good film. I think it's gonna be more grounded, and I think he'll tell a good story. Yeah, so let's see here. He
Perhaps
just gets speared a bunch in this movie. This Joker.
Right?
I'll kill you.
He threw acid on him. It looks like right there.
Yeah.
There's the acid. Yeah.
You know that, don't you?
That's the
just
creepy Joker face.
yeah. That's oh god, such an iconic image of the Joker. Just him with that Hawaiian shirt and the purple hat and the friggin' camera hanging off of his neck like a tourist. Oh.
Yeah, it's awesome. Now it's interesting because in recent years I feel like the Joker has kind of become, in the eyes of the fans, I think that he's kind of become this like kind of liked character, but with this story, there's just, you know, I don't want to give away spoilers. I mean, I don't.
Wait,
I really don't
did
want
you
to.
say he's a light character? I mean, like hell. Like when the New 52 happened, the first thing he did was cut his own face off.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, like in the sense of he's got that kind of cool aura about him because he's so psychotic. But I feel like for the casuals who have not seen the New 52, when they see this Joker, there's just no way you can like this guy, like, because this is not a redeemable character, okay? This is
Yeah. He's a fucking monster.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, he's a monster. That's what
I feel like though, if you've seen Under the Red Hood, that like, I mean, I feel like that's a really good dark portrayal of the Joker.
I have not seen that yet, dude.
Oh man,
I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah, they show like the full like crowbar scene to Jason Todd. Like it's pretty brutal.
I'm gonna check that out. It might be on Netflix. I might, because I've been wanting to see that for a while. I never got around to seeing it. There's the revolver.
Yeah, man. Like, okay, like I said, I really like the art style here.
Yeah, I love
it.
Yeah,
because they got like this almost like kind of a pseudo anime-esque like eyes going on. I really like the way they're drawing Barbara Gordon here. Also, man, she's hot in this.
She's hot, bro. She is hot, bro. I'm about to rub one off right now.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just really partial to gingers and glasses, but damn.
Well, I like all women in glasses, like I've told you before.
Yes,
I like gingers too, though. Gingers, you know, freckled tits always work for me. Well, now that's another. In fact, that's probably the iconic shot.
That is the shot of the entire comic, and that is. Cause see, like that's why
the crying blood, bro.
Yeah, like this is why I can't hate on the art style of this movie, because it does shit like this. Like you see Barbara Gordon, like really Batman's the only thing I don't like the way he looks. Everything else I think like really captures the feel and the atmosphere and the tone of the original graphic novel.
I almost feel like they had to do it. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you imagine if they botched this, the complaints they're gonna get.
Oh right, jeez.
Mark Hamill, I don't think would have attached his name to it. To the bat signal. You know what? I kind of agree with you. Batman does look kind of weird. And here we see Gordon being tortured.
What I'm doing here? You're going mad.
That's actually another great shot right there. Let's go back here. That shot right there, bro. Scary. Now, this shot right here, without going into spoilers, do you think it looks like he's got blood all over his face?
Yeah.
There's blood everywhere.
Yeah, he's got blood.
This is after Joker does the deed? You think? Okay.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Clearly he just broke her hymen.
Well, I don't know.
Sorry, you said do the deed.
I guess, and there's blood. But the thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna be a little bit uncomfortable seeing that. I mean, it's gonna be accurate, but it's gonna be a little weird. I do think this R rating should be taken seriously. I don't think this is a movie for kids. Honestly, I'm being very honest right now, and I hate censorship.
I mean, I don't have a problem with kids seeing violence. You know, it's just you know, can they handle like just how raw and emotional this is going to be?
That's what I'm talking about. It's not even about what they do. It's about how it's portrayed and the performance behind it.
Where is he?
Why aren't you laughing?
He's got the buzzer there.
All it takes is one bad day.
Of course, Mark Hamill's gonna knock it out of the park.
Oh yeah, most certainly.
Will you be going to theaters to see this?
I want to, but it happens on a day that I'm already working, so I won't be able to see it.
I need to actually see when it is. I need to look.
Yeah, it's like the 25th of July, I think.
But it's not every theater though, so I have to see if I even have a theater playing it.
Right,
But
like the nearest theater. Well, I mean, you live in Tampa, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say you live in like Podunk, fucking middle of nowhere, so then you have.
Right, so yeah, like the nearest theater to me is like an hour and a half away.
Fuck that. But
I already checked.
At least you don't have to deal with fucking. Never mind. Anyways, fill in the blank. So okay, looks good. Anything else you want to add, bro?
I'm fucking psyched. That's all I gotta say. Like, as soon as this hits Blu-ray, I'm probably gonna pick it up day one.
Me too. Definitely leave your comments down below. Are you hyped for Killing Joke? We've done a few videos about this. It says trailer 1. I don't think we're gonna get any more trailers because it's so close to release. I don't see why they would even do it, but I guess we'll wait and see. And of course, check out Zeon. I will put a link down below to check out his channel. We'll talk to you later.
All right.